Hi, I'm Tom Hess, and I'm glad that you've come here to check out this video to learn more about how to grow a guitar lessons studio. On the business side, there's going to be four main components that you're going to want to have in place and have some good specific strategies in order to grow your business and your guitar lesson studio. Those four main areas are lead generation, conversion, retention, and referrals. Now those four areas are strictly just focusing on the business side. Let me define for you quickly what those are. Lead generation just simply means the activities or the tools that you're using to attract new prospective students to you. So this is the types of things that you're going to do to get new people to call you on the telephone or send you an email or come to your website or whatever. The second area is conversion, and this is very critical. So once people actually do call you or email you or come to your studio or whatever the case may be, your ability to convince those people that you are going to be the best option for them so that they can feel confident to say yes to you and come and study with you versus either studying with one of your competitors or not studying guitar at all. That's conversion. Now most teachers, they work really hard on trying to get more students, so they focus on advertisement or promotion or promoting their website or whatever, and they don't do a very good job of increasing their conversion rate. So instead of maybe 1 out of 3 or 1 out of every 2 people saying yes and continuing forward with taking lessons, they could be getting like 9 out of 10 people saying yes, or even 10 out of 10 if they would be really focused on improving conversion. And there are some very specific strategies that you can do and use to make that conversion rate go way up. Now the third area is going to be retention, and that just simply means how long on average do you keep your students? So do you keep your students for 6 months on average, or do you keep them for a whole year? You know, what is the average that you keep your students engaged in lessons with you? Well, the longer that retention rate is, the more money that goes into your pocket, and the more you help your students, of course. And when you do get new students, they will actually be a new student for you. They won't be someone who's just come to replace another student who just left. Okay, so if you get 20 new students per year, but you have 20 students per year leaving, you're not really growing your business. You're just staying at the same level. So if you want to grow and expand, then you need to do something about your retention rate so you don't have people leaving you all the time. And there are some very specific things that you can do, and I'll share those with you later on. Now, the fourth area is going to be referrals. And most teachers fail horribly in this area. Why? Because they believe that word of mouth or referrals is just something that should happen or does happen naturally. That if you do a good job, your students will go and tell their friends to come and take lessons with you. Well, that's not how it really works. I mean, it does work that way sometimes with some students, but very often you may have very satisfied students, but they don't actually refer anyone to you. They don't tell their friends about you, or they don't even know if it's okay to do that. They don't even know if you are looking for more students, if you're accepting new students, if they should be referring their friends or not. And in addition, you may not have some specific incentives to get them to want to refer people to you. So again, there are some very specific things that you can do, and I can help you with in each of those areas. The first thing I'm going to invite you to do is to come to my website at the link below and check out some free online resources that I have for guitar teachers like yourself. Now, I'm not selling anything here at this link. This is just some free online stuff for you to check out, including some really awesome self-assessments that you can take. And when you fill out those questions or answer these questions, I'm going to give you some very specific feedback and things that you can use to implement into your teaching in terms of teaching skills and in terms of growing your teaching business. These are very specific things you can implement right away. In addition, I've got a really cool video which I'm sure that you're going to love, and it goes into great detail about how to teach classes effectively and how to make an enormous amount of money through teaching classes and getting into some other innovative guitar lesson teaching formats that either you haven't maybe thought about before or you probably haven't used before, because if you had been using them, you definitely would not have been searching for information about growing a guitar teaching studio or guitar teaching business, because you'd have so many students, you'd have no need to watch a video like this. So come to my website. I've got these free resources for you. You will be glad that you did.